What is going on, people? Welcome to another video of reacting to old Australian hip-hop. I don't really like the title in some ways. I don't want to make these artists feel old or anything, but obviously older Australian hip-hop. I asked a question on Instagram for you to suggest some songs. I even put it out on YouTube in the community feed, plus going off some suggestions from the previous video. And yes, there is a part 1 and 2, which was made quite a while back. I mean, last time I made one of these videos, there weren't half of these canvases in the back, but we've got the hat back out. We got the hat back out just for old time's sake, and yeah, taking a mixture of suggestions. I've tried to keep it pre-2010s if possible, and yeah, let's get into our first one. Alright, so for this one, we got Chopper Reed, Brad Strut, Bias B, and Balance. I sound like I'm speaking in a Nigerian accent now. Balance. Chopper Reed I've definitely heard. I'm not sure if I've reacted to before. Brad Strut we've definitely checked out before. Bias B we've definitely checked out before. And Balance. His new name is Balance. It just is what it is. I don't think I've checked out before. But yeah, Machete, let's go. Interesting theme concept. A ballet dancer. And this is made before Kanye West did my Twisted Dark Fantasy. Dark Twisted Fantasy.
You ever test me, I'ma bring it to you. Got a crew of psychopaths that'll stab you up too.
Woo. So, judging on the first bit here, you've got this piano melody with these really high up on the scale that feels to me like it's representing the ballerina. And then you've got the drums and the lows and even the scratches that represent hip hop. And I believe this is filmed in Sydney, Adelaide, Perth. Yeah, there. And so it represents where they're from, like the streets. And so you kind of got this contrast in one. I don't know. That's what I just read off of it straight away.
Mark ran a read in the dark, demand to get on your knees and breathe into the gun, expanding the back of your brain.
And the gun's expanding. I want to hear that. I want to hear that on a drill flow. Yeah, and I don't want to hear I got skidoo and whaps. I want to hear and I got my gun expanding. That's the lyric right there.
I'm the man they call a show pony, a street criminal turned superstar. Now everybody knows me.
I feel like he's the kind of uncle that you don't want to fuck with. You know, your girl brings you back to her family for the first time, you know, family barbecue and whatnot. And uncle over here, he's the kind of guy to pull you to the side and be like, hey, I know you're dating my niece, but I've got a gun that expands. Yeah, so don't fuck her about. That's what I'm seeing here.
You ever diss me, I'm bringing.
I've only just clocked. Man has a jumper that is Echo. Crazy. Right, Echo was a big thing here. I don't know about Australia, but Echo was a big thing here. Like, noughties. Maybe even late 90s, but early noughties. And then there was that. There was like Ed Hardy. And it was sold from a shop. What was the shop called? Not Blue Ink. Baron John. There was a shop here called Baron John that sold like all the like the designer gear at the time. Ted Baker was another big one. I was about to say Ralph Lauren, but Ralph Lauren was a little bit later. But Echo, shit, that's a throwback.
Clots of hip-hop, I'm craving, it's underground. Save it for the barrel and start praying for a clean hit. I bring the pounds, you and me, Chris. Calm and control, get in the car and we'll roll.
I like how they've had their back and forth. I like how they're doubling up on each other's bars as well. It's just showing that chemistry. I like that, man. I rate that.
Breaking into your house, threaten your family, your daughter raped. You can lock your door, but you'll never be safe.
I feel like that's a great way to end that verse as well. You can lock your doors, but you'll never be safe. Like, again, talking about the harsh realities of where they're living. Let me finish off with a ballerina. There we go. That's an interesting concept, man. I like that. That's a solid track to start off with. Yeah. Analysis. Our next one here we got is Heaps Good, Muph and Plutonic. Muph and Plutonic we checked out in the last video, I believe. I believe we've checked them out before. I'm 99% sure. Heaps Good. Yellow is the theme here. We're rolling with it.
My words disperse, the spears, a piercing harpoons, reverse rap down to your last tune. This ain't some fast food, it's a gourmet saute. I rock it like Rebecca De Mornay.
Don't know who Rebecca De Mornay is, but shout out whoever you are, unless she's a pagan. If so, just want to point out a couple things. First off, these drums and the bass line, rocking, got a groove going on. Secondly, you can argue that nowadays videos should be a higher quality than they were back then. And I think from a technical aspect, I think, yeah, videos are a higher quality now. Better cameras, better lighting, better, etc, etc. But is it fair to also say that it felt like videos were more creative back in the day? Like, I'm not saying something like this hasn't been done now, but I don't know. I feel like we get more creative ideas like a while back. Now, is it the fact that they've just taken all of the thinkable ideas that don't take a crazy budget? Or is it the fact now that we're just accepting that performance shots can be every music video? Now, I'm a culprit of this because my music videos are just performance shots. I don't have no madly creative music videos. And I mean, some of the most iconic music videos to even come from the Australian scene are just performance shots. As an example, one for The Message. But I respect the creative thought process behind a video like this so much more, personally. I don't know. What's your thoughts on that?
They ain't sick, boy. They just seem crook. Muff and Plutonic, and you know that we're heaps good. We'll never fade like a genius would. Muff and Plutonic, and you know.
This bit here reminds me of what Wiley did for, I believe the track was called On a Level. Shout out On a Level podcast too. Where he did it with iPads, which is like a more modern version of this, but yeah, again, cold video concept, man.
They couldn't get props from their drama teacher. There's not a spot where Karma can't come and reach her.
That's a bar. There ain't a spot that Karma can't come and reach her. That's a bar. I love that.
They couldn't get props from their drama teacher. There's not a spot where Karma can't come and reach her. I do my own thing while you full drive a mobile. I fit the profile of the gift of flow.
Like, who needs balaclavas, health and risk safety hazards when you've got origami? Which still, there's a health and safety hazard here. He might get a paper cut.
This is for those that dug my flows, kept me on my toes. You know, shows more than music. Absorbed it, bought it, enjoyed it, got.
You know when you got a list of things to do that you just never get around to doing? That is a visual representation of it. For one last time, yes. Good. That bass line rocks so nicely, man. Yeah, man. You know what? That track's actually cold. Next one in, Terra Firma, Hold It Wide. I've not reacted to Terra Firma. I'm not sure if it's one guy. I believe it's a group, though. And yeah, Hold It Wide. Let's go.
Breaking laws and living loose. Been a freak to many years. My parents shed so many tears for writing plenty fears from many kinds of drinking beers. Now I'm here, standing ground on Terra.
He is not impressed. Man was like, did I really just get greasy food paper on my face?
Making sounds on the ground presentation to those who down to the end. Faithful men are normalies for normal men who know they can believe in them. Ignore all those that guess again. Learn from the past, respect the future.
They dashed him out the van for that. Like, your first man hopped out on his own doing. Man knocked on the van. He's been dashed out the back of the van here.
Nowhere is not a place where I'm not gonna go. And I feel like a freak in front of all these people. So do I keep on doing all these shows that fall down and die. I'm gonna.
Sick. If they get to do this for a video, sick. Why not do it, man? It seems like a lot of fun. Sick. So this video is just about them, like, working hard, but also playing hard. Like, I'm basically saying, just be yourself, work hard, and just, we're gonna do our thing, so I hope you could do your things. Like, kind of on an inspirational one, man. I respect it. Man, nah, man. Man was playing rock, paper, scissors with himself. That's crazy. There are man in isolation right now doing this. There are man locked in their yard. The internet ain't working. They've watched too much Stay Home Hub. And now, they're out here doing this. That's crazy. That's cold. First take, man was like, you know what, let's finish the verse, and dive out. That's cold. That's cold. Because if he did me and he said verse, then, and he dived out the plane, then it's peace. Yeah. So I think I'm right about this whole work hard, play hard thing then. So when they're dressed up in the white, it's all uniform, it's all work, it's all being serious. But then they like to take off that uniform and have fun. Right? I you know what? That's the message that I get from it. That's what I interpret from this song. So it is what it is. But yeah, again, decent song, man. Not bad. Oh, I'm so fucking tired. And next one we got here is Delta, the Lost Australian. Yeah, the Lost Australian, produced by Mark B. I haven't reacted to Delta before. Not that I know of anyway, so yeah, let's go.
I knew knowledge is king, so I searched the map. Call me nerd rap if you think Earth is flat. Took time with this album, like my life relied on the outcome. Still be the same Ben without one to show.
Solid intro. It has a very 80s feel to it, like with the high synths. I don't know, the synths just remind me of like an 80s track or an 80s film even.
A word heard for the first time. This will be the name I'm called Australian. A word heard for the first time.
And again, that old hip hop feel with the scratches in there again gives it that touch of style for me personally. Like the thing about scratches is it's such a crucial element of hip hop, the whole DJ inside of it, you know, which is an art that I feel is not dead, but is definitely not as prominent as it used to be, especially in this digital streaming age. You know, we don't physically hold music often anymore, you know. Like, I'll be honest, I listen to my music digitally through Spotify and even YouTube. So, you know, that's why I bought the canvases in the back, because at least it's something that I can visually have to represent my taste in music. And man even had the credits. Yes, this is an 80s movie, I am convinced. As for the track itself, not bad. Like, I respect it, but I didn't get into it as much as I did a couple of the others. But it's still a decent track at the end of the day. I'd still listen to it again, you know what I mean? Alright, and our last one here, Trem Hard Yards. Now, I had two people comment this. One person, I believe, commented it on Instagram maybe, and somebody else DM'd me and they were like, please, I beg you from the bottom of my heart to react to either Hard Yards or a Mega Man. And I already reacted to a Mega Man, or I've at least heard it. That and I believe Animal Kingdom are the two Trem songs that I've definitely heard / reacted to, and I have listened to other Trem stuff in my own time. I don't believe I've listened to Hard Yards, but I have listened to something that had the same album / mixtape / EP cover as this. So with that in mind, Hard Yards, let's do it.
Finish.
Amazing maze on the beat.
Are you dumb? What? We ain't even had a bar yet. Wheel it!
Put me in them hard yards. Get your cans up. Yeah. Bellied up, man, bolt cutters strapped. Old black Max's case jacks have me running.
And then Trem comes in talking utter, sorry for no use of a better word, I'm gonna quote Chip here, just slime. Yeah? Absolute slime. Wheel it again. Fucking wheel it again.
I started right.
Fuck the buff and the transits too. Where my Vandal Cruise bandanas up, skew the camera views. Hitting the yards hard with stained hands.
That sample in the back, I know it's so basic, but my god, paired with those drums, I'm a drums man. Like, the same reason why I like the Muph and Plutonic song, yeah? Drums is the key to my fucking heart. These
whip with the mic in the spray can. Fuck the buff and the transits too. Where my Vandal Cruise bandanas up, skew the camera view. Aspen white for the highlights, ice the cape. Bragging rights is the pride of place, prize at stake.
The lyricism is crazy, man. Trem's pen game, you know what? I might do a Trem exclusive episode or something, because Trem's pen game is fucking disgusting. And I mean that in a good way. It's far. Oh my god.
Despite late nights, cop chases, raids, fights, kids getting their sketch tight, fuck getting their grades right. If you ain't done it, you won't understand. Bragging rights is the pride of place, prize at stake. Despite late nights, cop chases, raids, fights, kids getting their sketch tight, fuck getting their grades right.
Fuck getting their grades right. These men are on road making money. They don't give a fuck about school. And that's the truth for some of these youths, bro. I'm telling you. Don't ask me why I did that with my cards. And then with the scratches in at the end. Honestly, this track's fucking cold, man. I don't know. Maybe the instrumental carries more than... No, because I've been respecting Trem's pen game, man. Yeah, definitely. If you're interested in me doing an episode where we just go over some of Trem's best tracks, I think I'm more than happy to do that. So let me know if you want to see that. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think down in the comment section below. I will be doing part 4 at some point. Probably do a Trem special episode in its own. But honestly, I can't tell you when that's going to come. I said I'd do it next week when I did the last video, or next month or whatever. 9 months later, here we are. So you never know. It could be 2021 by the time I do the next episode. But either way, I appreciate you guys for watching this video. And yeah, I'll talk to you, man, later.